What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and I'm going to be giving you 16 building tips and tricks for Minecraft. Now, I do want to say thank you to JM the Goat. He did help me design a few of these and kind of improve them because he's probably a better builder than I am, to be honest. You definitely go check out his channel. Link will be in the description. He's definitely an underrated channel, and he's incredible at building. But yeah, I'll basically be going through them in order, talking a little bit about them, and then, yeah, let's go on to it, shall we? Alright, so to start off at number 1, we have find a style you're most comfortable with or you enjoy. So here I have 3 different styles, or we'll kind of leave in the next one, as you can see the sign there. But, yeah, basically, Jam actually put the interior on these two, and I just did the exterior of all of them. But yeah, just like, this is kind of more of like a rustic old style. I'm just kind of showing you, like, good examples of buildings. I don't know what this style is, but I like building kind of like this. Basically, I just, like, take a build, and then I put it, like, a smaller version of it on top of itself, kinda. You'll see it all the time. I use it all the time. I think that those, like, sticky out sections look really nice. And then everyone's favorite, which is modern. Obviously, you've got to, like, figure out which style you think looks best out of... Obviously, there's more than just these 3. There's just the 3 examples that I could think of instantly. And just try and base your city off of that style, which I believe ties into number 2. Yeah, make sure it fits your theme. So basically, you don't want to have these 3 all, like, in a line. Let's say you can, like, turn that into a house or something. Don't try and have, like, 3 different ones that are, like, houses that all look different. You want them to all fit each other and tie in nicely with the theme of your city. Number 3 is realism. So, you don't want to really build something like this if you're building a city. Obviously, if you have a world that isn't, like, if it's more futuristic, you can go with something a little bit less realistic. But you have to kind of find that mid-zone that you think is best. And, yeah, this is the first example I could think of for whatever reason. So, yeah, like, try and keep your houses or buildings in generally realistic, like, and don't make, like, a skyscraper McDonald's, for example. Next up at number 4, it is landscaping. Now, I'm not very good at landscaping. I actually did do this, although Jam did add some vines and stuff. But, yeah, I added some fishies too. But just try and, like, obviously this isn't, like, obviously what you have to do, but try and make more, like, land that isn't just flat. Like, this world is entirely flat, as you can see. Try and fit your houses and stuff with that. Now, at the back, I do actually want to show something. I did bring this down. Like, whenever you have it, like, sitting up against a block, like, let's say there's, like, a block here, I would change that to a log, and I just bring it all the way down until it really isn't visible anymore. And maybe once you hit below the house level, like this block, maybe you could, like, change this to, like, not a stone brick, but, like, a brick block, for example. Just to add a little bit more of, like, contrast going down. And then, if you want, you could totally, like, add a row of ups, down stairs of that block color below, and then add, like, in a block, the block that it is, unless, like, a modern house or something, it can't really do it. Number, I think 5 is what it is already, is size, I believe? Or scale. So, as you can see, we have 2 very different sizes. Obviously, it depends on what you are building for what scale you need to go at. But don't always go ginormous. Gigantic isn't always the answer. However, if you're trying to build an impressive map, I think that scale is definitely something you have to look for. And make all the scales fit each other. So don't have, like, 2 buildings next to each other that are similar and have them like this different of scale. These are just 2 different scale examples. I personally would go with the right one because I enjoy those smaller builds. But it is up to you. I know a lot of people do enjoy building big. But, yeah. Number 6, we have proportions, or is it proportionate? It just says proportionate, which really doesn't make sense by itself. But as you can see, like, that roof is a little bit more steeper, and that one's thinner, or I guess shorter, and then this section is taller on that one compared to that one. You have to make sure that, especially in individual buildings, or buildings that are next to each other, that they are similar sized. You don't want to have, like, a little tiny shack next to a giant mansion, because then it just doesn't feel like it makes sense. And a lot of these will tie into the realism as well, which is kind of funny unintentionally. But, yeah, just try and keep your builds generally, like, similar sized, and also have them proportionate with each other and within themselves. Number, what is it, 8 already? 8? Yeah, I know what 8. Okay, no, number 7 is depth. I knew what it was, but I didn't know the number. So as you can see, we have 2 different houses that I tried to build fairly similar. One that is completely flat, the other which is, not flat. So, as you can see, the one with the depth looks a ton better. It just has more detail, it just looks better, and then the one that is pretty much a rectangular prism just does not look very good. if you push things back on a build and have things stick out, it makes it a lot better than just having a flat wall. Which is why you'll always see me overhang the roofs as well, because I think that is something that you want to go for. Speaking of which, I actually don't know what the next one is. But yeah, just try and always add a little bit of depth to your build, whether it's just like one block or something, just to create a little bit more. And then number 8 is multiple shapes and sizes with your build. This actually kind of looks at like the realism one for a little bit, but as you can see, we have like basically what that house is right there, plus just another section at the top and another section at the right. Don't go too crazy with this, because then you just have like I don't know, some scary child's drawing of a house from the top. Try and keep everything obviously different sizes and stuff, but don't have like 15 of them. Have like maybe 4 or 5 at most. This says 4. You go like 6 if you really wanted to be daring, but it obviously depends how tall your house is and everything, and really what you want to go with. Like, you could add, like, let's say you have a huge house, you could add, like, a ton of these little, like, split into, like, one window and have it, like, this instead. And then another one here, and etc. until you really, like, have just, like, a bunch. And obviously it can't be too much, so keep in mind of that. Number 9 is color. Now, as you can see, we have the exact same house. One has no color, the other has some color. You see how much better the right one looks, because it just has more to it. And also, don't make your house rainbow. That's another thing. That's kind of why that strip is there. Because you want to make sure that, again, tying into realism yet again, you want to make sure that your build is colorful enough, but not just rainbow. Like, you don't want to use concrete specifically, or like white concrete, light gray concrete. Those concretes are fine to use. Black concrete, brown, I guess. Although that's kind of a weird one. But don't, like, be using purple and blue and stuff for your house. You have to obviously, unless, like, you're just building a rainbow house for fun. If you're building in a city or something, try and keep your builds colorful, but not, like, too colorful. If that makes sense. So basically not, like, rainbow. Number 9, I think? Oh, no, number 10 is details. I can't remember numbers. So, basically, you really shouldn't go overkill with this. This, I think, is a good example because it just has enough where it doesn't look bad, but it also doesn't look great either. Why do I have the slabs like this? I forget. Oh, yeah. Because I have, like, the slab, or no, I have the slabs down here, and then I was trying to make the slabs here. Oh, no, because it's the upside down stairs. They have the, these upside down stairs don't have slabs above them, so I was trying to just make it look, like, kind of nice. But, like, that's, like, a gutter or whatever. Just don't go overkill with it. I think that this is a good amount because, obviously, I think the windows, too. These windows, how big they are in the build, it might look a little bit off, but, yeah. Number 11 is lighting. Now, I'm actually going to set it to night for this. Time set night. So you can see how the lights work. But, you could just go with normal old torch lights, or, this is a ceiling fan. You'll see this actually, like, a minute. Or, not a minute, but for the next one. And just add like a sea lantern or something, and then just like a street light or whatever. And then in here we have my favorite, my personal favorite, the cake. Why did a Minecraft ambiance sound play right when I went in the box? That's actually really weird timing. But yeah, let me just, nope, that's the wrong one. I can't type, there we go. And then, yeah, obviously there's more that you can go with, and you will see some of them in the next one, which is number 12. I did have to look at that one. Number 12 is interior. Now, JM added the fence and the lawn, which does look really nice. I do like that fence design, but, basically we're gonna go inside and show you kind of what I did. I actually don't know if I interiorized the garage, to be completely honest with you, but here's like a little oh no, you can't even access the garage, oops. It's like right through this wall, I think. Yeah, I kind of forgot about the garage. Oh well, don't forget about the garage when you're building a house. But here's a little living room. I did use a weird house because the proportions on this aren't quite right for what I wanted to go with. Because I wanted to go with something like this. I want to make a nice chandelier and everything. I just kind of made it 2D. However, the bank tutorial does have a nice chandelier if you want to go check that out. And you can see the lights are like in the ceiling. I have done it recently where they're poking out. These are upside down slabs, by the way. I just have them like in. I wish we could glowstone slabs or sea lantern slabs. Those would be really nice. Here's a nice little kitchen. Again, also very skinny. Don't try and make your build less skinny than that because it does look weird. And here's a random lamp and then a backyard, which I actually really do like that grass design. And then upstairs I do have some slabs and stuff here just to kind of create like an overhang. Here's a bedroom, another fan. This fan's a lot smaller because, again, the weird sized rooms. Here's another one. It's just a bathroom. And then I wouldn't have a room in the bathroom, but I couldn't really access that room otherwise. Here's the lights on the ceiling again. There's just a lantern in here. This is just like a little storage room. And then back here is another bedroom, I believe. Yes. With another ceiling fan. Ceiling fans are kind of low. I would only add ceiling fans if your ceiling is like 5 blocks tall and if your room is wide enough for it. That's kind of the big thing. It's a very small interior, I know, but yeah. It is kind of a small house, to be fair. I just picked a random one. This is actually a tutorial. There's a tutorial on this. I don't remember what number it is. I literally just used a structure block and stole it. But, yeah, next up, number 13, we have, I believe, outside detail. Or outside decor. So, we just added, I don't know why I went with snowy theme, but Jam again helped me with this one. He helped me with a lot of this, which was nice. I really only wanted him for this next one, but he came around and did all of it, which it definitely looks a ton better from him. So again, I do want to say thank you to him. But yeah, here is the outside look at a waterfall and everything, and then here's the house. There isn't actually a back. But yeah, just try and make the outside of your builds look nice as well as the inside. I think the outside should be more of a focus point, because the outside is what more people are going to see. Obviously, like rooms through windows and stuff, you could just add lights really, and that would look good. What is the next number? Number 14 is greenery. Now, Jay made this very nice tree. I cannot make trees, by the way. So, yeah, you could just totally plant Minecraft trees if you wanted. But yeah, he added this whole nice area, which looks really good in my opinion. I think that it was a great touch. But yeah, just try and add some outside greenery to your houses and stuff. There wasn't actually a house here or anything. This could just be like a park, honestly. It kind of does give me park vibes with the fence and also the seat. But yeah, definitely, I think greenery is a big point because it does make your builds look a lot better. Obviously, don't go overkill with it unless it is an abandoned building, which leads us to number 15. Actually, no. This is also more greenery stuff. I just added a ton of vines, which I think they grew more. Yeah, they did grow more, but yeah, there's more greenery stuff. Again, don't go overkill unless it's abandoned, which does lead us into number 15 now, which shall be age or weathering. So I actually had this I had this outer one as the wax exposed, and this was the weathered. Oh no, this wasn't actually wax. I don't know who waxed that. But yeah, I don't know why the middle isn't wax, but the outside is, which is kind of funny. But yeah, just if you have an old build, try and just make it look old and run down. I actually don't think you can walk through these yet because they were double signed. I don't know where the other signs went, but we're not gonna ask. And just add, like, make it all look torn down inside and outside, and then add a lot of bushes. This also, again, ties to greenery with all the bushes and stuff going on, and trees and everything. Just kind of make it look overgrown, abandoned, not really focused on. And then number 16, the final one, is planning. Now, as you can see, I did build kind of like a grid, and basically what I did here was I have different wool colors for different sections. Now, obviously you don't have to do this. If you're going to be taking something and revamping it, or if you're going to be making, like, an area and you're not sure how long you want it to be. For example, townhouse. I think townhouse would be a good thing to do this for. I think that having a plan for what the sizes will be would be good, especially if you're at a limited space. So let's say you're building a townhouse street and you have 60 blocks to do. I would say you should mark out how big you want each townhouse and then work from there. But obviously, like this one, this isn't really something I do a lot, other than the grid. The grid does happen a lot. I would say really, like, obviously if you're following a tutorial, then you can go for more, like, more of the grid. And usually what I'll do for grid is I'll just punch out the corners to see the spacing of it and see if it, like, works where I want it to work. And then I don't really, like, worry about this and stuff. But if you're building at a limited space, I would definitely mark out the size of your build and how big you want it to be. As you can see, this is just some normal random house. It literally isn't anything at all. I just made this for fun. But, yeah, this one actually wasn't the first one, but the first one was cringy. So, yeah, I figured I'd redo this because someone also did suggest it to me. And, yeah, I probably could come up with 16 more, but this is definitely a fun one to make and design all of these. And again, thank you to JM the Goat for helping me. Go check out his channel in the description. But yeah, I think that's all. If you guys did enjoy this video, I guess if you have any comments about the video itself or any tutorial suggestions, really anything at all, feel free to leave it in the comments. And, yeah, have a fantastic day, night, and I will see you on the next one. Peace. Apparently my character looks straight ahead. Cool.